So funny story, I actually don't have any finished objects this month. Oops. I kind of got a little bit distracted by a new shiny object that I wanted to make, and I've almost made the whole thing in a week. So yeah, so maybe I should show you. Hello and welcome back to the Knit Life Oils YouTube channel. Today we are going to do February finished objects, WIP updates, and future project plans. So, as I mentioned, I don't have any finished objects in February, or in between January and February, we should say. I'm okay with that though. I made a lot of progress on a really big project, and then I got distracted by a couple of other projects, so that's okay. So let's start with the big project that you guys know about, or you saw last month, I guess I should say. So this is the Michigan Avenue wrap. Let's undo it so you can see it a little better. There we go. And I am on the second to last section, and then there's a little border. So I have 1.5 full sections left, and then a border, and then this is done, but I got really distracted, so I haven't been working on this very much lately. So this is the Michigan Avenue wrap by Molly Klein. It is available on her Etsy account. I know a few of you have told me that you can't find it on Ravelry, and it's in her Etsy shop. These are 3 new yarns from Twice You're Cheap in the Color Story DK line. So this is African Violet, this is Orchid, and this is Strawberries and Cream. I really love these 3 together, and I think this is going to block out a little bit, so it should be a little bit wider and a little bit longer, but it's going to make this really cool, like, oversized wrap thing. It's going to have tassels on the end. I'm kind of excited to wear this to events. It should be awesome for New York and Chicago later this year. I'm excited to wear them there. But yeah, so that's the Michigan Avenue wrap. I really should finish it. It doesn't have that much left to go, but you know, such is life. So I should have lots of finished objects next month for you, right? In theory. Okay. So that's the Michigan Avenue wrap. Something I made last month was the Tinsel Mitts by Andrea Mowry, and I wore these to New York, and they worked amazing. I love them. These fit me perfectly. I did make a change on the convertible cuff to not have ribbing here. I just felt like that was too much to have double ribbing, and I know that it rolls a little bit, but I chose that instead of the extra ribbing, and I like that a lot. One of the things I didn't like about these is that the thumb was solid, and that makes it hard to work on your phone to text or to check Instagram or send an email or whatever you need to do on your phone. That just doesn't make it easily accessible. So these were originally intended to be for my mom for her birthday, but they were too big, so they became mine. But I did want to make a pair for my mom for her birthday, so I made a couple changes. This is the first one, and oh yeah, you can see that pretty center stitch there. These are still the Tinsel Mitts. This is Twice You're Cheap Color Story DK in the colorway River. This is my favorite colorway out of that line. The blue just comes off the screen, and it's insane. So I love it. I'm not going to put this on because her hands, we discovered that my mom's hands are smaller than mine. So it stretches a little bit when I put it on. So I try to not. And so I did the same non-ribbing on the convertible cuff, and it will block out a little bit flatter like mine. And I did add a convertible thumb as well, and she did try it on, and that worked great. There was no problems with that. I am going to try to block out the convertible a little bit. I had to combine a couple sizes for these. Mine are the adult small, and they were too big. So I used the sizing for the child's large for her, but I had to increase some of the amount of rows. So lengthwise it was correct, and it was kind of a shot in the dark the whole way. So it does fit. I do need to make this part a little bit longer, but I think I can block it out just a little bit, and that will work. So the first one is done, and this is how much I have on the second one, about to split for the thumb, and then we just have to do the rest. The mitt part goes really fast. The convertible parts take a little bit longer, and they kind of become a block in my brain. So that is what is happening with those. And then let me show you the project that stole all my attention. Okay, so this is the Grid Gambit cowl. And the Grid Gambit cowl is written for a solid color and then a handspun or a gradient or something like that to kind of transition throughout the project. So if you remember, I had a double knit gradient sock blank in my inspirational skeins for the year. And I saw the Botanical Knitter mention the Grid Gambit cowl, and I was like, wait a second. Wouldn't it be cool if this rainbow was the background of this cowl? And I'm like, okay, do I have a solid color? I think it would look really cool with like gray or white or black or like something like that. And I remembered I have a white sparkle from Yarnaceous. So this is what we are getting. Oh my gosh, this makes me so happy. Look at this. So I have done all of this in a week. I started it Sunday, and this is how much I have done. I'm on the last section. It went so fast because I'm so obsessed with it. So let me flip it. So this is the top, and this side and this side that I'm working on now will be seamed together, and then it will go around my neck like this. And it has I-cord edges on all of the edges that won't be seamed. It makes this awesome grid texture pattern, and it's super easy. So everybody keeps telling me that this looks so complicated. They think that it's color work. They think that it's very confusing, and it's not. You only ever use one color per row, per both direction row, I should say. And then the rest is slip stitches. So if you can knit purl and do slip stitches, you can make this cowl. And it's literally been so much fun. One of my other friends told me that this project was super hard to put down. And I was like, yeah, okay. And now I can't put it down. I can't think about anything else. My brain is just full of this project. So I will probably finish this weekend, and then we can move on to other projects that I'm supposed to be working on. But I'm kind of obsessed with it. And if I finish it, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to, and get it all blocked and put together and everything, I think I'm going to wear this to Red Alder next weekend. And I'm super pumped about that. So, which leads me to some of my next things. So Red Alder is a fiber festival in Tacoma, Washington. And if you see me, please say hi. I love meeting you guys, and I get really sad when you tell me later that you were there and you saw me and you didn't say hi. So yes, please say hi. Yeah, so that is WIPs and what's coming up next. So future project plans. I'm looking at my table over here. So I have a lot of events coming up this year and a lot of things that I want to make to wear set events, and we will to wear at set events. And we'll see how many of those I get done. One of the things I really want to finish is my Coastal Clam Bake poncho, to definitely wear to H&H, probably wear to New York as well. And yeah, oh, and Rose City Yarn Crawl is coming up in March. And so I have some things I would like to wear for that too. Probably some of the things I'm making. I'll probably wear my Michigan Avenue wrap. I think that would be really cool to wear. I have a couple cardigans that I want to make. and saying it out loud that there's a couple is probably is a little bit nerve-wracking. My Sweet Surrender wrap that I showed you last month, I also really want to wear to H&H. I have a cardigan that I want to make, but it's in really thick yarn, so it should go really fast, but it's lots of cables. I'm actually really excited about it now that I talk about it. So that's something too. I think there's another cardigan that I want to make. I also really want to start the shirt from the yarn that I got at Vogue in New York. But, you know, so that's kind of all the things that are in my brain. Oh, also, my new yarn collaboration launches next week on February 17th. And it is one skein of yarn for the pattern that I am recommending, I guess we'll say. And I'm going to do a knit along in April for the Adelaide cowl. I have shown you a couple of those. It is a rectangular cowl, and it uses kind of a slip stitch textured pattern and baubles and stuff. Why did I not bring it? Hold on. Wait, pause. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. This is Katie yarn. So I literally think that's what we're calling it. So this is a collaboration with my friend Laura from Always Be Kind Yarn. And she sent me the picture of this. And I was actually on the plane to New York when I saw it. And she sent me the picture. And she goes, what do you think of this? And I go, well, first of all, it's amazing. Second of all, my friends would call that Katie yarn. So anytime someone sees colors like this, they send it to me and they say, that's Katie yarn. It's Katie yarn. So this is the official Katie yarn. So there are blues and teals and purple and pink. I am so excited about this collaboration, and it will be available for all of you on February 17th. And I will send lots of notifications on my Instagram and my email, so make sure that you follow me in those places. And then we're going to make a cowl together once all this yarn gets shipped out, and that will start April 1st. We're going to make the Adelaide cowl. I do, if you remember, I did start another one of these last month. I haven't really been working on it, but that's okay. So this is the beginnings of the Adelaide cowl, and this yarn, I think, might show up a little bit better, which will be cool, but I tend to like patterns that don't show up well, so we like both options. So, yeah, that's going to be really exciting, so stay tuned for all of that. The knit-along will be run completely on Instagram, so make sure that you are keeping up with me there, and it's going to be a really good time. So yeah, so have a great week. Happy making, happy thinking about all of your projects, and I will talk to you very soon.